Do you have collections, charge-off, bankruptcy, eviction, student loans or late payment, or child support, or eviction, or maybe you have a repossession on your credit report? I want to share with you 5 hidden laws that can increase your chances of getting those accounts removed from your credit report without waiting 7 long years. And once you learn these 5 hidden laws, you're going to be able to increase your chance of getting results like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this. Now, the reason why you're able to dispute those collections, that charge off, that bankruptcy, that repossession, those student loans with late payments is because of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right? Hey, go grab, hey, this right here, this Fair Credit Reporting Act and the FDCPA for collection agencies allows you to dispute accounts on your credit report. I don't care about if you owe the money. I understand life happens. But according to this, hey, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and any other consumer reporting agencies that prepares your consumer report, it has to assure maximum possible accuracy. If you look at the laws, right? There are multiple laws in place to help you. Now let's talk about the first hidden law. Number one, we just went over 15 USC 1681, oh shoot, 81 EB, maximum possible accuracy. When you go to this specific law in this specific book, right, you're going to see, hey, the Consumer Reporting Agency, when you get your credit report, right, bam. All right, this is just an account. This is just an overview, right? You have this maximum possible accuracy, high balance, last verified, date of last activity, date reported, date open, balance owed, close date. All right, account, like all the information within the account, the details within the account, the payment history, all this maximum possible accuracy, right? That gives you the ability to dispute the account. Now, let's be clear, they do have the right to update this information, but let me tell you this, 9 times out of 10, they don't fix the open date when you dispute, when you tell them to investigate, they don't do certain things, all right? So that goes into the second hidden law, right? When you submit your letter to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, or Innovis, or any other consumer reporting agency, right? Guess what? They have 30 days to conduct an investigation and 5 days to mail the investigation back to you, right? So that's 35 days from the time they received the letter, all right? That's the time that ticks. So you're supposed to get your results back within that time, that timely manner, okay? Now, according to 15 USC 1681 I 5, right? All right, treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information. So this is what's supposed to happen during the investigation process, all right? After any reinvestigation under paragraph 1, if you go to paragraph 1 of the information, of any information disputed by a consumer, a item of the information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall, keyword of the day, or keyword of this, shall, like there's no ifs and or, must do, have to do, they need to do, all right? Promptly, number one, delete that item of information from the file of the consumer or modify that information as appropriate based on the results of the reinvestigation. So they got two things to do. When you look at your consumer report, right, you looked at a report, they're either supposed to modify the information or delete it. Modify or delete it. And promptly, here's what else they're supposed to do. Promptly notify the furnisher of that information, that the information has been modified or deleted from the file of the consumer. So based on the laws, two things they're supposed to do, right? When you send in your letter, they're supposed to investigate it and they're supposed to modify the information or delete the information, all right? And usually they come back, your results, things get removed or things get deleted. Or, the things get removed or things come back verified. They didn't modify the information. They didn't fix the information. They didn't update. It's their right to update it and fix it. But 9 times out of 10, they don't do it, all right? So when it comes back verified, all right, Number three, 15 USC 1681 I-7. All right. 15 USC 1681 I-7. When things come back verified, I got you. All right. So if it comes back verified, now here's what you can do next. You can ask this: description of reinvestigation procedure. A consumer reporting agency shall provide a consumer a description referred to in paragraph 6B3. We're going to read that by no later than 15 days after the receiving request from the consumer for that description. All right. So let's go to 6B3. 6, notice of results of reinvestigation. B, contents. The number 3. All right. A notice that if requested by the consumer, a description of the procedure used to determine the accuracy and completeness of the information shall be provided to the consumer by the agency, including the business name and address of any furnisher of information contacting in connection with such information and the telephone number of such furnisher if reasonably available, right? So when it comes back verified, you as the consumer have the right to ask, how was it verified? Provide me a description of what you did to verify. And guess what? The law, you didn't make this up, they have 15 days to provide the description to you. If they don't provide the description to you in 15 days, guess what? That's a violation of the law. They broke the law, right? If they didn't modify the information and they said everything's verified, everything is correct, guess what? They broke the law because you as a consumer see everything's still wrong. The open date last active, date last payment, payment history, all the stuff is still incorrect, but you said it was verified. You said it was 100%. So if you say it's correct, I want a description of how you verified the account so I can have more documentation stating that, hey, you did everything, and I see that you didn't do everything because you didn't fix the things that's wrong with the report. So that gives me the ability, if I need to go talk to a consumer lawyer, I have everything documented stating that, hey, everything is 100% correct, even though we know that it ain't. All right. Now, another law where I talked to a lawyer in Florida, Aaron Swift Law. Now, this specific law right here, 15 USC 1681 CC. All right. Now, this specific law refers to how long a collection can stay, a collection, charge off, repossession, right, can stay on your credit report. If that date is messed up from the time it was charged off or time it went, and the lawyers be hitting Experian, TransUnion, Equifax over the head with this, because the reason why this is so important is because if the account stays on your credit report longer than what it's supposed to stay on your credit report, guess what? You as a consumer have bad credit during that time. You don't get the ability to do certain things during that time, which is then is their fault, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax fault, right? So they sue on that a lot. So this law right here, you could check it out. I already did. We ain't gonna be, but this gives you the this law right here is a game changer. Now another law that also helps you to dispute, and you want to use it to dispute with against the actual creditor, right? So you as the consumer see the consumer report or your credit report, right? Consumer report. You see your Experian, TransUnion, Equifax report, right? You get to see, all right, all these things are incorrect. You dispute it with Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Now it's time to dispute with the actual creditor, because guess what? They're supposed to be reporting the correct information as well. So the next law is 15 USC 1681 S-2B. All right, let's go over it. Let's talk about it. All right. So 15 USC 1681 S-2. Responsibility of furnishers of information to the Consumer Report Agency. So this is their responsibility as a person that furnished information, right? This is their responsibility. Number one, reported information with actual knowledge of errors, right? A person shall not furnish any information related to a consumer to any consumer reporting agency if the person knows or has reasonable cause to believe that the information is inaccurate. So you looked at your report, you know that is inaccurate. They're reporting this, they're reporting this, they're reporting this to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and it's incorrect, right? B, report information after notice and confirmation of errors. A person shall not furnish information related to a consumer to any consumer reporting agency if the person has been notified by the consumer at the address by the person for such notices that the specific information is inaccurate and the information is in fact inaccurate, right? So a person shall not that word again, shall not furnish information. All right. So this, when you let them know that, hey, the information is inaccurate, they need to remove this account. Guess what? They are supposed to fix it. If they don't fix it, they break the law, right? And by them breaking the law, there are multiple other laws that we can get into, but it's gonna make the video longer than what it needs to be. But then after a while, it's gonna be willful non-compliant, which is then they're willfully doing this without fixing or removing the account based off of this right here. All right. So this gives you leverage. Documentation gives you leverage, and sending it certified gives you leverage. All right. Now, if you want to get access to your credit report, you want to go to hiddencreditreport.com, get access to your report. Now, if you want to create your letter, just make sure you go ahead and leverage that free secret letter. Go to freesecretletter.com, get access to the letter, #1 letter to use in the first round. That's going to increase your chances of getting results. All right.